Strength training is essential for mountain bikers over 40. But if you get it wrong, you can end up wearing yourself down instead of building yourself up. And that's why in today's video, I've got 9 body-friendly exercises that are ideal for riders over 40 who want to get fitter, who want to get stronger, who want to enjoy their riding more. Exercise 1 is a step up lower, or you could just call it a single leg squat on a box. Now, the beauty of this is that anybody can do it despite first appearances because it's scalable. You can use a low box, a medium box, or a high box, okay, to make it work for how tall you are, how big you are, and how strong you are. And if a low box is hard enough that it works your legs and you feel like you're getting a good workout and you can progress, then that's good, because we need to get out of this idea that we all need to use the same box, we all need to use the same height barbell, which is nonsense. All we want to do is work at your level so you can start making progress. So your goal over time should be to get stronger so you can work through a greater range of motion. And that means a higher box basically. As well as strengthening the big muscles of the leg and the hip, what we're also doing is strengthening and working on those stabilizing muscles. Again, around the hip, but also around the foot, ankle and lower leg. And this is super important for looking after those knees, especially if you're going to be riding a lot. Just before we go any further, I'm just going to quickly say this. There aren't good and bad exercises, okay? It's just about working at your level. I'm not saying that riders over 40 shouldn't do a barbell deadlift or a back squat or a bench press or those sort of things. You can do that. You can do Olympic lifting if you want, okay? All I'm saying is that for a lot of riders, especially starting training, is that those aren't going to feel great for you. Let's start with some bodyweight work. Let's start with the things in this video. These are things that are going to build you up. They're low risk, they're going to make you feel great, and you can make a load of progress. If in the future you want to go and do that, then go and get some coaching. Get a coach to teach you to deadlift properly and safely. Get him to teach you how to squat. I'm all for that, okay? Because you'll get really strong, but you won't be strong if you're off injured by doing too much, too soon, too heavy, and doing it wrong. So back to the video, that's what this is all about. Exercise 2 is a single leg RDL or Romanian deadlift. And this puts a lot more emphasis on the hamstring and bum. So the muscles up the back of your leg that are super important for your riding position. And as well as that, there's also a big balance element here. And balance is something that a lot of riders of this age neglect. And if you just try standing on one leg now and balancing, I bet a lot of you absolutely suck at it. And so exercises like this are really going to help. Top tip, try and do this in your socks or some minimal shoes and see how you get on. It's all about taking it slow. You can start off with as little as 5 to 8 kilos, okay? And for some people, that is going to feel quite demanding. This is also a really flexible exercise in terms of kit. You can use a single kettlebell or dumbbell in the opposite hand. You can use a pair of them, which would be better for balance, or you can even use a barbell as well, which is even better for balance. Speaking of balance again, if you really need to, while you're getting started, use a wall or use a squat rack, something to hold on to, just to take balance out of the equation so you can actually get the benefit of the exercise, but keep working on that balance. Exercise 3 is a horizontal row. And broadly speaking, upper body exercises can be split into pushing and pulling exercises. And this is an upper body pull. And it's super important for developing strong arms and back and a great posture on and off the bike. Now, one of the reasons I love this, like pretty much everything I'll talk about today, is how scalable it is. You can use rings or a set of straps and do it at a 45-degree angle if you're a bigger person or your arms aren't that strong yet. Or you can get right underneath the bar or right underneath those straps and use nearly all of your body weight. So you can scale it to wherever you're at. The important thing here is whichever level you choose is to do it through a full range of motion. So if you're using a bar, I want your chest to touch the bar. Too many people do half reps and leave a gap. Exercise 4 is the halo. And this is an amazing exercise, especially if you sit a lot all day, you're driving or you're at a laptop. This is all about opening up the posture, strengthening the shoulders, okay? Now, I like to do it with the plate, is my preferred option, but if you don't have a plate, you can do it with a kettlebell or at a pinch with a dumbbell. Start light, move it around your head, keep a great posture with your head up. Your head shouldn't move, but the plate does. Once you can do the halo smoothly, and you're probably going to find it harder than you think, then you can add in a press to alternate sides if you like to get a bit more shoulder work done, as well as the postural work that's going to help you to feel great every time you ride. Number 5 is around the world. And this is one of those that you see and you think, oh, that looks easy, that looks like a waste of time, he doesn't even have a weight, blah, blah, blah. But again and again, people come and do this with me at the gym, even ones who think they're quite strong, and they're like, oh, actually, this is quite hard, okay? Because it's not just going up and down with the weight, we're getting your body to move in different directions, which is super important, okay? Life is in 3D, riding is 3D, so why should your training just be up and down? We need to move in different directions and learn to control your body in different directions. And again, as well as the big muscles of the hip and the leg that we're going to be using to control this, it's all those small muscles around the hip, it's the lower leg, it's the balance that really make this a valuable exercise for all mountain bikers, but in particular, riders over 40 who generally don't move around as much and who generally don't have as good balance. If you're liking the look of these exercises and thinking this guy's making some sense, then you should check out the Over 40s mountain bike program, where you're going to find all of these exercises and a load more like it that are going to literally transform your riding in 4 weeks. You're going to get stronger so you can ride further, climb faster, ride pain-free, and just feel good on your bike again, okay? The Over 40s mountain bike program has been used by well over 1,000 riders from around the world. I've got a ton of reviews and 5 stars and all that business. It literally just works. So if you want to be a fitter, stronger rider, if you want to be a better human, if you're fed up of dad bod, if you're fed up of feeling weak, if you're fed up of those aches, pains and niggles, then do something about it. It's entirely in your control. The Over 40s mountain bike program is going to transform your riding or your money back. Click the link below, get yourself signed up today. Number 6, you can't go wrong, and maybe I'm biased because I used to be in the army and I bloody love them, press ups. Now look, again, what am I going to say? They're scalable. If you're not so good or you're a bit heavier, do them on an angle. Put your hands on a bench or on a squat rack and then work your way to the floor. Okay, when you get to the floor, you can do lowers to build the strength. Or if you are doing them on the floor, brilliant. We can get some reps in, and guess what? You can get super strong, you can build great muscular endurance in a really safe way if you pay attention to your shoulder position and doing them correctly. Once you get stronger, you can make them harder. So you can do a hand release at the bottom where you lift the hands off the floor and then really punch through the floor, generating full body force and doing it through the greatest range of motion possible. Similarly, I really like to add a downward dog to my press up training, especially for riders over 40 who sit at desks all the time, because it's great for your posture and you get a little hip stretch on every rep and you work a bit more shoulder as well as the chest and arms. Bonus exercise isn't even an exercise, it's do a bloody warm up. Don't skip it, do your mobility, do your warm up, and all of these exercises are going to feel better, they're going to work better, and you're going to get fitter, stronger, fewer injuries, happy days. Do a warm up. Number 7 is a high row, and this is more of an accessory exercise designed to help improve your posture and really open you up. It's not really about building a great deal of strength because you're not putting a load of load through your arms and back with it. And it's really simple to do. You can do it on rings or a suspension trainer, or at a push you can use resistance bands and do a face pull, which is very similar. And this is all about opening you up. We spend all day over your phone, over your laptop, driving, and riders over 40 who come and see me regularly have this forward posture and they're restricted overhead and restricted across the chest and upper back. So let's open yourself up using these high rows. High reps is also the way to go here. 15 is ideal, okay? And you're going to start feeling the benefit day to day and on the trails. Number 8, and you're not going to like me for this one because it's another one that looks easy. You think, oh, I look like I'm doing aerobics in the 80s, Jane Fonda, whatever. It's a side plank leg raise, but it's actually fiendishly hard, especially for bigger build and taller riders who often find this an absolute killer and they can barely do 1 rep. Again, it's scalable. We can start off on your knee, okay? And as you get stronger, you go to doing it in a full side plank position. And again, you can scale it by the number of reps you do or how often you change sides. Ideally, I'd like you to be able to do 3 by 10 on each side, and that's going to tell me you've got a good decent level of hip strength, okay, in the side of your hip, the side of your bum basically, rather than the big meat on the back. We want to work the bits on the side here, and they're going to help to keep your knees healthy and happy, especially if you're doing lots of repetitive pedaling. So side plank leg raise, trust me, it's harder than you think. If you're finding these exercises useful and interesting and you're thinking, oh, he might be onto something here, then you should probably sign up to my email newsletter. And I know what you're thinking, I don't need more emails. What you don't need is more spam emails. You don't need more boring nonsense. What you do need is MTB Momentum, your weekly slice of mountain biking fitness, training, common sense advice, as well as jazzy stuff like discounts. So check the link below, drop your email in. You're not going to get any spam. I'm not going to share your stuff. All I'm going to do is send you a load of free training content. Happy days. Number 9 is easily overlooked, but it's one of my favorites, and it's the goblet squat. It couldn't be simpler. Pick something heavy up, hold in front of your chest and squat. Again, it's scalable. If your mobility and your strength initially means you're using a light weight and you're not getting all the way down and all the way up, then that's fine. Do what you can do, and over time increase the depth, okay, and increase the weight as you're able to do that safely, okay. Similarly, if your ankles are really tight and you can't squat so well, then elevate the heels a bit, okay, so you can stay a bit more upright with a great posture. Now, some people are incorrectly going to tell you, oh, goblet squat's just for like beginners and for learning. And it is for beginners. It's ideal for beginners, which is why I'm telling you about it. But it's also, you know, you can go as heavy as you want on this. Tell me how many beginners can use half their body weight and do 20, 25 reps. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, you need to be really strong to do that. Your whole body needs to be strong. So you can get as strong as you like with this. You're only limited by your strength and the weights you've got available at the gym. So learn how to do it properly. Learn how to create tension through your body. Set yourself up. Do it with great form, and the goblet squat is super effective and way more accessible than exercises like a barbell back squat for getting strong. So there you go, 9 exercises. Why don't you give some of them a try? Let me know how it goes. And if you haven't yet, then make sure you go below there, sign up to the newsletter, and check out the Over 40s Mountain Bike Program. It is a game changer for riders over 40, I guarantee it.